Oil, the black gold. Whether foreign or domestic, our country's dependence on oil and gas has reached unsustainable levels, both from a national security standpoint and plain old dollars and cents. Historically speaking, in the 80s and through the 90s, a gallon of gas was about $1.35. In 2000, it hit $1.50. Not too much cause for concern, about 10% increase over 20 plus years, or about 0.5% per year. But from Y2K to May of 2011, gas skyrocketed to more than $3.50 a gallon. That's an increase of about 230% in just 10 years. What does it all mean, and why, as electricians, does IBEW Local 103 care? Sure, they hate writing checks every month for the heating bill or filling up their tanks just as much as anyone else. But they believe a change is coming, and it has to do with the color green. No, not money, but energy. Electric vehicles are the next big green-powered energy option coming to the Commonwealth, and IBEW Local 103 is out in front of it, ready for the revolution.
We're seeing an awful lot of parking lots, parking garages, malls, plans on putting these in. We're going to market ourselves as we are the best at this and other work. So we're trying to get ahead of the curve in the training and the branding, so when it comes, we're their first choice, their first call.
We know that people soon will be driving into the city of Boston looking for places, parking spots, parking garages, where they'll be able to park their vehicles. Very important that those installers of these charging stations, which can be significant high voltage, qualified technicians, and we know the best technicians, those most qualified are IBEW members, locally members of Local 103.
Just as there are a myriad of different gas stations to choose from today, there will be equally as many, if not more, charging stations to choose from tomorrow. But no matter who makes the station or where it is, there should only be one choice for professional installation.
Why should they be installed by Local 103 members? Of course the training, of course the education that we have.
But don't just take our word for it.
You see other options for everything, but if you want it done right, you need to get the most prepared, most qualified, work-skilled folks out there. And 103 certainly has the most prepared and qualified workforce. And this training facility right here that we're sitting in today have trained thousands and thousands of people to do exactly what we're talking about. And you know, you can see a difference on a job when a company or an owner is trying to save money and go with a lower scale contractor to put in electrical. It's not, in the long run, it's not worth it. It's better off getting the more qualified person with people that are offered health benefits and a decent wage and compatible wage in a lot of cases, and they're just more qualified.
Those qualifications are honed here at IBEW Local 103's Training Center for Professional and Continuing Electrical Education, a facility that's 100% self-funded, without a single penny's worth of a burden to taxpayers.
The training fund here is privately paid for. They don't get state money, they don't get city money, they're not burdening the taxpayer by trying to get some money here for that, and that's a big advantage. And the people that are working here and that are getting trained here are here to learn.
Electric cars are the way of the future. As a matter of fact, what we're doing now is offering 6 hours of electric vehicle training to our journeymen that are looking to work towards their code update. And so we'll be training in excess of 4,000 members of Local 103 with respect to the history, the concept, and as well as the mechanics involved electrically, certainly, with electric vehicles.
There's certain certs that are required for some of these installs, so we're having that training now. So all the apprentices will go through it, and we have around the year journeyman update classes on wind turbines, on the solar, motor control to pipe bending, and so that's just another class that we're adding to the journeyman update classes.
The taxpayer doesn't pay anything here, and the benefit to the taxpayer potentially through all of the solar power panels and the wind farm and now the electric cars is unlimited.
Local 103 is putting their money where their mouth is. They've got a charging station of their own at their facility in Dorchester, right below their wind turbine, which you've no doubt seen off Route I-93.
Ours, I think, is different than others. If you're in a parking garage, you're getting your electricity through fossil fuel. In the real renewable world, the people that get excited about the electric cars, ours, the car will be there, no emissions, the car's charging, through the charging station. Well, as you're looking up, it's wind generating the energy to turn the blades, the wind turbines generating the electricity, and it's going right to the car. So it's wind, turbine, car. I mean, there's nothing cleaner than what is happening there. And to have that visual connection, I think, is unique.
103 once again leads the charge when it comes to sustainability in our city. Electric charging station right here at 103. The availability of the electric cars to come here and get charged.
And in today's day and age, with the jobs crisis dragging down our economy, Local 103 is continually looking for ways to create jobs and get their local, trained, and skilled members back to work. Electric vehicles represent one way to do that from day one.
In the field of the new kind of energy efficient uses in vehicles, you can get a contractor that say has an innovative idea that starts a company. He or she doesn't have to start the company with a prepared workforce. All they have to do is come to 103. There's a prepared workforce here ready to go. There's no learning curve, there's no having to on-the-job training. They simply teach the curriculum here and they're ready to go. So a contractor can really benefit, or whoever's deciding to install these, whether it be the City of Boston or the Commonwealth of Massachusetts in this case, there's a skilled workforce ready to go, so there's no learning curve.
It's good for the environment. It's creating good American jobs. It's exciting to see the birth of them, a real decent product. And I think you're just scratching the surface. I think you're going to see this market really, really expand, in which there's going to be charging stations needed. So we're looking forward to that, and obviously the jobs that come with it.